what they want. I'm what they want. I'm what they want. Come and let me show you. Do it how I'm supposed to.
Welcome. The story of a young man with big dreams is what you soon see. Born and raised in Portsmouth, Virginia, he grew up in a single-parent household with his mother, Petria Harper, and sister, Nakia Jones. He grew up loving basketball, acting, and music. Not much has changed in that regard, as you will see for yourself. But try not to blink. You may miss something.
Oh, what's up? Welcome to my life story. Hope you enjoy it. You should enjoy it. You know, I put a lot of time and hard work into it. A lot of time and hard work. So, I'm excited for everyone to see it, whomever you may be. Watch close. Listen closer. And I really hope you enjoy it. Hope you have a good time. And, you know, thank you. Thank you for taking your time out your day or night, morning, afternoon, evening, to watch. You kind of did interrupt me at a bad time, though. So, enjoy the life story. Peace.
Is this what you want? Huh? Is this what you want?
CJ probably doesn't remember this, but in his first couple of months of life, my parents ended up separating, which eventually led to a divorce. We moved in with our grandparents after that, and we stayed there for a couple months until my mom was able to move out on her own and get an apartment.
I want to tell you a story about an incident that happened in the early 90s when CJ was about 6 or 7 months old. One day him, his sister Nakia, and his cousin Marcus was playing house, and CJ was their baby. And they were in one of the back rooms, and my wife was in the kitchen. And some kind of way CJ got some candy in his mouth once. But anyway, Barbara came back there and CJ seemed to be choking. So Barbara asked what happened. So Nakia said, yeah, Grandma, he was eating a piece of candy and all of a sudden he started choking. So Barbara grabbed him, put him up to her shoulder and began to pat him on the back, trying to dislodge that candy. So the candy wouldn't come out of his mouth. So Barbara ran to the telephone, dialed 911, and got the police station. And she told them what was happening. Now, they patched her through to the fire station. And she was telling them what happened. So whoever she was talking to asked her, said, do you know the Hemlodge method? So Barbara said, yeah, I know the Hemlodge method. So they said, well, apply that to him and see if that works. So Barbara turned CJ around so that his back was to her chest. And then she placed her hands right up under his stomach. And she did this jerk. And when she did this jerk, something fell on the floor. And she looked on the floor, and it was the candy. She had dislodged it from his throat, and he spit it out on the floor. So in the meantime, the fire department was pulling up, and they came into the house, and she told them what had happened. And they went on to congratulate her and to tell her what a wonderful job she had did. And they wished that all of the communities around here would learn the Hemlock's approach, because it definitely could save lives. And she was just as proud, my wife was just as proud of herself as she could be, and I was proud of her too when she told me about it when I got home. But I was thinking that, I told CJ that not too long ago, I said, if it hadn't been for my wife, you wouldn't be here today.
One thing I remember about CJ is that when he was about 3 or 4 years old, he wanted to be a trash man, as he would call them. He was so fascinated by the garbage truck and the sounds it made. On Thursdays, when the truck came through the neighborhood to pick up the trash, as soon as CJ heard the sounds, he ran to the window to watch him, or he would come and grab me or his sister for us to take him outside so that he could watch the truck's machines pick up the trash can to put the trash in the back of the truck. And it was just the cutest little thing. And after a while, me and his sister got involved in it too. Like on a Wednesday night, we would say, CJ, you know the trash truck coming tomorrow. Or when we would hear it coming down the street, CJ, here come the trash truck. And he would just get so happy and excited. We just thought it was the cutest little thing. But funny at the same time too, that he wanted to be a trash man. Granddaddy got the facts wrong. Here's what really happened. Me and Marcus, CJ's older cousin, were playing a game. We were eating Jolly Ranchers at the time. I said, why don't we give CJ one? So we did. It was a cherry one. CJ got choked on it. And we panicked. Me and Marcus didn't know what to do. My grandma was in the kitchen cooking. Granddaddy wasn't even there, by the way. So he started choking and coughing. All of a sudden he turned blue. So I panicked and I told Marcus to run in there and get grandma. But she came and got him and took him back in the kitchen, and I called 911. 911 told me to hand the phone over to my grandma, and I did. And they walked her through it step by step and coughed it up right on out of CJ. He spit it right over there on the floor. The red piece of candy came on out, and the rest is history. He's fine.
When CJ was a baby, funny thing is, he couldn't go to sleep without holding someone's ear. He had to be holding someone's ear, laying in the bed beside you, before he could fall asleep. And the caveat to that is, he always wanted to sleep in the bed with my mom, but she used to always try to put him in the room with me. See, the first apartment we got when my mom got on her own was only 2 bedrooms. So he had the option of me or mom. He always chose mom. And the second part is he got this drum set for Christmas when he was 2 years old. And that boy played them drums. That was the first introduction that he loved drums. And it was this gospel song out at the time, Oh Lord, How Excellent. And CJ was like, Oh Lord, how excellent. That's how he performed. So that's one of the fond memories I have of him playing drums when he was little.
When I was younger, my sister always wanted me to tag along with her and her friends, whether it was a male friend or one of her girlfriends. I just always had to go, and sometimes I didn't want to go. But she always forced me because she liked having me around, in her words.
I don't know why. So, I don't know why. Lord Jesus. But I used to always have to take CJ with me on my little play dates with my friends or actual date with my male friends. That was my mom's way of getting her break. So CJ, it's kind of like I'm a second mom to him. He always used to be tagging along behind me. And when I would do something wrong, he was quick to go back and tell my mama or try to hang it over my head so he could have some leverage to get what he wanted from me. One time at band camp, no, seriously. One time, me and my brother, we went to Disney World. He was probably in the 3rd or 4th grade at that time. And Disney World probably brought out the best and worst in CJ. One night that we were there, he got mad because he wasn't tall enough yet to get on the Incredible Hulk roller coaster. So he had to just watch me and my mom's friend